One thing you quickly notice working on music is that certain sounds and samples feel more heavier than others, and ultimately certain songs feel more heavier than others. This heavy feeling always gives that perception of richness and depth. When you keep getting this advice to make careful sound selection, most people misunderstand it as selecting sounds and samples that sound the cleanest, but clean alone doesn't cut it. Weight does too. In today's video guys, I'm going to show you how to use a BiiMan to audition sounds and make better choices that greatly improve the overall quality of your music. Let's go. Yo guys, I'm BiiMan and you're welcome to the video. Though this channel focuses primarily on mixing and mastering, a mix and master engineer's job really becomes much more easier when the files they have to work with come with a certain richness and depth already embedded into them. Overall, everything gets a greater quality and everyone is happy, from the producer to the engineers to the artist and eventually the consumer. When auditioning your sounds during the beat making process, most commonly, what beat makers do is go for louder sounds, which makes sense as it guarantees a potential loudness from the get-go and less noise you would potentially have from the noise floor with much more quieter sounds. As much as this is a good approach, it also doesn't guarantee depth and a good dynamic range. One sound might peak high but feel light, and another might peak low but feel heavier. Two sounds might peak at the same level, but one has a higher chance of giving you an overall better headroom than the other. Though you can always almost tell the difference with your ear, deciding which to pick over the other might get tricky. Here's how you can use a BiiMan to help you make a quicker and better decision. I'm going to use this beat I just started working on, and as you can see, there's not much going on the beat so far, just a few instruments here and there. And I'm going to show you how you can use a BiiMan to help you make quicker and better choices at your sound selection. Let's listen to just the beat for now and then we get to it. Now let me use a BiiMan to demonstrate my point and show how you can use this same idea to make better sound selections. Let's use a kick as our main example. Guys, listen to the beat with this kick. I call it kick 1 over here. Now listen with this second kick. I call it kick 2. You can tell that these two kicks match so well with this type of beat, and if you had to make the decision to choose between kick 1 or kick 2, it might get trickier. But the choice of kick you make between these two is going to have a great impact on the beat during the mixing and mastering stage. Now let me show you why. Let's see the reading of kick 1 on the BiiMan. You will notice that it's peaking at -10 dB and the BiiMan is at 0.4. You can also see over here -10 dB. Now let's check out the second kick. The second kick is also peaking at -10, but then check out the BiiMan, it's at -4.3. You see there's a difference, there's something going on over here. But if you play the song with all the two kicks in context, you wouldn't really tell the difference between which kick is much more preferable for the instrumental. Let's hear with kick 1. Let's hear with kick 2. Now my point is this: if you pick kick 1 over kick 2, and though two of them are peaking at -10, you would already notice that the BiiMan reading for kick 1 is above 0, and you don't really want that. But if you pick kick 2, it's hitting -4 on the VU meter, and if you have to add the bass to it, you probably get somewhere around 0, which gives you much more headroom to work with than kick 1. As much as you might be tempted to pick kick 1, my point is kick 2 will give you a better headroom over kick 1, and overall you would easily get a much more better mix and master with kick 2 over kick 1. And you would also notice that because this is a bass heavy song, this song is more focused on the bass than the kick. The bass feels more alive with kick 2 than kick 1, though both kicks are picking at -10. So at the end of the day, guys, to conclude, as I would always say, these are mostly guides. Creativity has no rules and shouldn't. There's a room for every sound, and it just really depends on what you're looking for. There's projects that require a light kick and a heavy bass, and vice versa. What is most important, guys, is having the information and knowing what to do with it. That was it for today, guys. And if you like videos that break down mixing and mastering concepts like this, please check out the playlist section on the channel, or this video that pops up right after this one, and you would have a nice watch and always a thing or two to learn. Thank you guys, and see you all in the next video.